Nobody's seen Clint Eastwood in 15 months. What's going on? Clint Eastwood has disappeared. Of course, he'll be 93 on May 31st, 2023. It would be reasonable to suspect retirement, but he explicitly said he had no plans to retire. Just 2 years ago, the actor and director said,
"What the hell am I still working for at 90? I got to the point where I was wondering if that was enough, but not to the point where I decided it was."
He's been working on his final movie. His most recent outing was 2021's Macho. Although that film bombed, Clint did not give up. So his absence is starting to worry his friends. There are rumors that Warner Brothers are disappointed in him. The studio reportedly didn't want him to work anymore. They've had a 50-year run of successful movies together, but after Macho, Clint had to fight for a new movie. A source close to Eastwood says,
he was happy to finally get a go-ahead from Warner for his new film, but he isn't counting on it happening again.
Okay, so where's the new film then? The upcoming movie is a thriller called Juror Number 2. It will star Toni Collette and Nicholas Hoult. Filming is expected to commence in mid-June.
He wants to do this movie as a swan song and go out in a blazing sunset.
The same source says Clint's health is a concern though.
It's still a lot for a guy in his 90s. People do worry about his health. He's the director, but he's also involved in every other aspect, like the casting, and he'll likely compose the score as he's done on his other films.
Clint Eastwood hasn't been spotted in public in 460 days. Many fear that his health is deteriorating. Eastwood has been reportedly diagnosed with osteoporosis. At his age, it's no laughing matter. As the source points out,
it's hard to imagine him in anything other than fine form, but Father Time catches up to all of us.
Eastwood was athletic from an early age. He worked as a lifeguard and a forest firefighter. He served in the Army during the Korean War. He did not see any combat, but his Army career was still quite memorable. He served as a swimming instructor at Fort Ord. He also had a side gig as a bouncer at the NCO Club. Eastwood would often visit his folks in Seattle. He took a two-seater military plane. Once, the plane ran out of fuel in midair. It crashed into the Pacific Ocean. Clint and the pilot had a life raft, but they had to swim for more than a mile. The cold, rough waters were full of sharks. Maybe that's one of the reasons Eastwood is so fearless. The only thing he's afraid of is horses. Well, not afraid exactly, but the man in black is allergic to horse sweat. This hasn't stopped him from making westerns. As a director, Eastwood is all about improvising. There are no rehearsals and no storyboards. Eastwood even refuses to say cut or action.
When you say action, even the horses get nervous.
That's what makes his movies so vital, or at least it used to. Macho underperformed so badly that few people saw it. Will Juror Number 2 be better? Let's hope we get to find out.